What's up guys, today's video I am gonna do a detailed review and pick the top 5 best mouse for Mac 2021. After doing proper researches, we came to the conclusion that meets the best in terms of overall. Kindly leave a like if you find this helpful, and I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications if you haven't. We will be also providing affiliates link to purchase from Amazon. Kindly use to for best offers and purchase from anywhere in the world. We'll be back with more videos. The Razer Naga Trinity is a great, versatile gaming mouse thanks to its swappable side panel design. Whether you play FPS or MMO games, you'll find a button layout that's good for you. This is a wired-only mouse with very low latency, which is great. It's also compatible with Razer Synapse 3, which allows a great amount of customization. However, it's a bit bulky, so it won't be great for traveling or if you have smaller hands. Nevertheless, the Naga Trinity is very well built and great for gamers who like a wider and taller body. Excellent for MMOs. This mouse has very low latency and you can choose to get up to 19 programmable buttons. The mouse has good ergonomics and feels good in the hand, but might be a bit bulky for smaller hands. The Razer Naga Trinity has a very gaming-oriented look. You have RGB zones on the logo, wheel, and side buttons. It's not too flashy if you choose the side accessory with only 2 buttons. The Razer Naga Trinity is fairly big and there's no pouch to carry around the different side panels. This mouse isn't very travel-friendly. The 2 side button FPS panel is the lightest one if you want to reduce the Razer Naga Trinity's weight. However, it's still a fairly heavy mouse. The Razer Naga Trinity is very well built. Although it's entirely made of plastic, it feels sturdy. The swappable side panels hold well in place, but there's a little wobble on the mouse wheel. However, this is probably due to the ability to tilt it. The ergonomics of this mouse are great. It's made for right-handed people, and the overall feel depends on which side panel you use. With the 12-button one, some buttons are harder to reach. The Logitech MX Anywhere 3 is a good office mouse designed to be used on the go. Its small and compact design makes it easy to carry around with you, but there's no slot to store its USB receiver, which is quite disappointing. It's well built and you shouldn't have to worry about breaking it by tossing it into your bag. It connects to any device via Bluetooth or its proprietary receiver, and it works on both Windows and Mac OS. It's comfortable and works best for those using the fingertip grip, as it may be too small for the claw or palm grip. You can reprogram some of its buttons, and even though it doesn't have a side wheel, it still has a horizontal scrolling feature with its scroll wheel. The Logitech MX Anywhere 3 is good for travel. It's light and easy to carry around, but there's no spot to store the USB receiver. On the upside, it connects to any device via Bluetooth, it's well built, and despite its small size, it's comfortable to use with the fingertip grip. This mouse has an ambidextrous design and looks similar to its predecessor, the Logitech MX Anywhere 2S, but with a sleeker style. The pale gray variant we tested has a matte white body with silver trim around the base and near the scroll wheel. The scroll wheel is chrome, and there's the Logitech logo underneath it. There's no RGB lighting anywhere on the mouse. This mouse is lighter than the Logitech MX Anywhere 2S and isn't heavy to carry around. However, there's no weight optimization. The Logitech MX Anywhere 3 is light and compact and should fit in most bags or laptop cases. However, there's no slot to place the USB receiver, which is disappointing if you need to carry the mouse around a lot. The build quality is great. It's made entirely out of solid plastic and feels well built. There are rubber grips on the sides that feel good but aren't extremely grippy. The scroll wheel is metal and has grooves instead of a rubber grip like the Logitech MX Anywhere 2S. The Logitech MX Ergo is an ergonomic trackball mouse in Logitech's office-oriented MX series lineup. It's very well made and feels extremely comfortable when used with a palm grip. Its design may take some time getting used to, but luckily, the trackball is easy to move around. It comes with a metal tilt plate that tilts the mouse upwards, aimed at relieving stress in the wrist, but this isn't something we test for. There are a good amount of buttons you can program, and you can connect with up to 2 devices at once, which is great for multitasking. Sadly, it's not a versatile mouse outside of office use because it's limited on gaming features, and the polling rate is set at 125 Hz. This mouse is okay for FPS gaming. The Logitech MX Ergo isn't specifically designed for gaming, and the trackball isn't for everyone. It has a fairly wide CPI range, low error, and low click latency, but you can't set its polling rate above 125 Hz. It's a heavy mouse, but this won't make a difference when gaming because you rotate the trackball instead of moving the entire mouse. The Logitech MX Ergo mouse is professional looking and ergonomic with a slanted body. Its body is matte gray, and the trackball is glossy. The metal tilt plate, not pictured, and the scroll wheel sides are both stainless steel. Being office-oriented, there's no RGB lighting. This mouse is very heavy, but it doesn't make much of a difference because, thanks to its trackball, you don't need to move it around. You can remove the metal tilt plate if you want to make it lighter to carry around. The SteelSeries Prime Mini is a wired gaming mouse with a solid, matte plastic body covered in a tactile, textured finish. It has two side buttons on the left, a single RGB lighting zone in the scroll wheel, and an additional button on the underside that cycles CPI settings. It has a right-handed shape suitable for smaller sized hands using a palm grip and small to large sized hands using a claw or fingertip grip. However, it isn't suitable for extra large hands using any grip type. Performance-wise, it has low click latency, a very low liftoff distance, and you can adjust the CPI by increments of 50 within a very wide range. Unfortunately, the unit we tested has some minor build quality issues. Also, the sensor is somewhat inconsistent, undershooting the set CPI more during fast cursor movements. The SteelSeries Prime Mini is a great FPS gaming mouse. It's lightweight and feels well built. It has mouse feet that glide very smoothly on mouse pads and desks and a flexible paracord-like cable. It also has a comfortable, right-handed shape suitable for all grip types and most hand sizes. Performance-wise, it has low click latency, a very low liftoff distance, and you can adjust the CPI by increments of 50 within a very wide range. Unfortunately, the sensor is inconsistent and undershoots the CPI more during faster cursor movements. This mouse has a fairly conventional, straightforward design and looks nearly identical to its larger sized counterpart. It has a subtle logo on the palm rest and a single RGB lighting zone in the scroll wheel. The SteelSeries Prime Mini feels well built overall. The plastic body feels very solid, the textured plastic finish feels good, and the button clicks and scroll will feel very satisfying. Unfortunately, there's a slight rattle from the scroll wheel when shaking the mouse. Additionally, you can activate the left click button with enough pressure applied to the underside of the mouse. However, this is unlikely to present any problems while using the mouse normally. The SteelSeries Prime Mini is a slightly smaller version of the full-sized SteelSeries Prime, but it retains the same comfortable, right-handed shape. The Logitech MX Master 3 is a great professional-looking mouse that's fairly versatile for everyday use. It has an ergonomic design that is comfortable to use for hours thanks to its thumb rest and rounded shape. It's great for palm grip users, although some people with smaller hands might have trouble gripping it comfortably. This mouse is very well built and is quite heavy, giving it a hefty feel. This is a wireless-only mouse, and while its latency won't be noticeable for most, it isn't recommended for hardcore gamers. On the upside, it offers two scroll wheels and gesture commands, which makes its control scheme very diverse. You can also set your preferred settings depending on which program or app you're using. Amazing office mouse. It has an ergonomic design for palm grip, although its large size might not be well suited for smaller hands. It's a very sturdy wireless mouse that offers a few programmable buttons and nice features like gesture commands, making workflow more efficient. The Logitech MX Master 3 has a clean, professional look that resembles the Logitech MX Master 2S, with very minor style differences. It isn't as flashy as most gaming mice and has a more office-oriented design. The Logitech MX Master 3 is heavy and doesn't offer any weight optimization. If you prefer something lighter that's easier to carry around, check out the Logitech MX Anywhere 3. The Logitech MX Master 3's build quality is amazing. The mouse is made out of solid plastic and feels durable. There's only a small wobble on the scroll wheel, but this shouldn't affect its durability. The mouse has a high-end feel thanks to the latex grip material and hefty design. The Logitech MX Master 3's ergonomics are spectacular for right-handed people. The latex covering offers a great grip, assuring a nice control over the mouse. There's a large thumb rest section that can also be pressed to enable gesture controls.